And here we go again, just multiple points of evidence lining up for a potential move. And the thing about everything evidence-based, we don't just buy there, we've now got to see it on a really short-term basis as well. So there's Hypo 1. A lot of the prep is really based on, or the trade, if you like, is based on what we've already been working with through the course of the week. Now we have an enormous amount of short inventory just to add to our evidence. Like, look at it all. You can see how I've just mentioned 5 things, I believe, and coming up with a handful more to even get into an entry. Before you know it, you got 10. If you're hitting 10, you'll find that you're definitely ahead of many other traders. So here we go, looking for this to start to develop and show us evidence to suggest, oh, let's go for it. So what other things do I want to see? Like all this selling down here, that's perfect. A little bit of data coming out shortly, nothing super major. That's my little area there. Now it's effective because we've been doing it fairly regularly, so it's obviously a current theme. So you want to make sure that you're making the most of these things when they're there. Now let's see if we can push CME VWAP. The reason being that, remember that from a weekly perspective, like that's a big buy opportunity if this theme's intact. So why would you want to get out here? By all means, take a bit, but think from a big picture point of view, you want to be giving yourself the opportunity to participate in something bigger. So this is where context becomes really important. It's not just about this little move. It's about thinking about where this move is in relation to the underlying current market phase. Now, if it all starts to go to, then by all means pull it. But to get the big payouts, you've got to be in it to win it. There's times when you give back a bit, looking for the bigger one, but you need the bigger ones to make a real go of this business. It's not detrimental to give back a bit, because over a decent sample size, if you're understanding where the market's at, it's pretty good. You'll get more than rewarded. So I took some out and I'll be looking to add if we get through here. So basically go back in again. Depending on how we pop, got enough cushion that I can even go into the open with something on. There is data pending. Just remember, if you do decide to hold anything into Hong Kong, you're accepting that you might be giving back open profits, because Hong Kong can be quite abrupt on the opening. All comes down to just how much of a cushion you've got. Where we got to, that ASX only area. This is a new profile. I just spoke about that. See how we just stopped at this little area here? Understandably, that's a transition area, and an interim pause there is pretty likely. And as it turns out, that's what happened.